Welcome to our deep dive into Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist.
Ah, The Alchemist.
It's a story that seems to resonate with, everyone,
Right.
And today we'll be looking at why that might be by exploring what the shepherd's journey
Okay.
reveals about, our own quests for fulfillment.
Interesting.
The story is about listening to your heart
Right.
and recognizing opportunities even when they're disguised as setbacks.
Yeah.
And understanding that the journey itself is just as valuable as the destination.
I like that.
We're going to be hitting the highlights from the excerpts that you've shared.
Right.
So get ready for some aha moments.
I'm ready.
So to start us off, I think this story resonates across cultures and generations
Yeah, it really does.
because it explores the idea
Uh-huh.
of the personal legend.
Right.
This idea that we each have a unique purpose.
Yeah, a calling.
A calling.
Act
Exactly.
like it's woven into us. You know?
Yeah, like it's part of who we are.
Yep.
And the shepherd's story, it just brings that concept to life in such a tangible way.
It makes it real,
Yeah.
not just an idea.
Okay, so picture this, right?
Okay.
We've got our shepherd. He's content, wandering the hills of Spain
Yeah.
with his sheep,
Just him and his sheep.
literally using his books as pillows.
Oh, wow.
I mean, can you imagine?
Yeah, that paints a picture of simple contentment.
Doesn't it?
It does.
But, and this is where it gets interesting,
Okay.
even in all this comfort, something's stirring within him.
It's like that feeling that we've probably all had.
Oh, tell me more.
Like that, is there something more?
Is this all there is?
Exactly.
And for the shepherd, it starts with a recurring dream
Oh, a dream?
about finding treasure
Ooh, Trace.
at the pyramids of Egypt.
Wow.
And to make things even more interesting,
Okay.
he meets this fortune teller
No.
who basically confirms the dream's destination.
Interesting. So it's almost like fate.
Right. So is it just chance or is something bigger at play?
You gotta wonder.
And that's where things take, an interesting turn.
Okay, what happens?
He meets the old king,
The old king,
Melchizedek.
Melchizedek.
Okay.
And Melchizedek, he doesn't sugarcoat anything.
What do you mean?
He tells the shepherd straight up, you have to follow your personal legend,
Wow, that's direct.
isn't it?
Yeah.
But, and here's the catch,
Uh-oh.
he has to sell his sheep
What?
to finance the journey.
To finance the journey. So he has to give up everything.
Pretty much.
Wow. That's a powerful moment because it forces him to, make a choice
Right.
between comfort and the unknown.
Exactly.
Letting go of the sheep, that's a tangible sacrifice.
Yeah.
It shows that pursuing your dreams, it often requires letting go of something,
Yeah, you can leave something behind.
Makes me think, what if you had to let go of to chase a dream? It doesn't have to be, your livelihood or anything,
Right.
but there's always a cost.
Time, energy, maybe even a comfortable routine.
So he takes the leap, sells his sheep, and heads to Tangier.
Okay. So he's on his way.
You'd think so, right?
Yeah.
But nope, he gets robbed, immediately.
Oh.
I mean, can you imagine?
Or below.
I'd be questioning everything.
Yeah, totally. It's easy to see that as just a straight setback.
Right?
But what's interesting is how he adapts.
Okay, how so?
He ends up working for a crystal merchant.
A crystal merchant.
Yeah. Which seems like a total detour, right?
It does.
But this is where he learns about business
Okay.
and connecting with people.
Interesting.
Remember that detail about serving tea in crystal glasses?
Yeah, to increase sales.
Exactly.
It's like his entrepreneurial spirit just kicks in.
It's a good reminder that, the detours aren't always bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes they lead to unexpected opportunities.
Like that saying, when one door closes,
Another one opens.
But sometimes we're so focused on that closed door,
Yeah.
that we miss the open one.
Right in front of us.
And that's precisely what the crystal merchant's shop represents, right?
It is. It's a chance to grow.
To get new skills,
New perspectives.
which will ultimately serve him on his journey.
Exactly.
So it's even though it seems like a setback.
It's actually part of the path.
Yeah.
And, speaking of those unexpected encounters,
Oh, yeah.
that brings us to Fatima
Oh, okay.
at the oasis.
Right.
The shepherd falls deeply in love.
He does.
And it makes you wonder, will this, derail him
Yeah.
from his quest?
Love or destiny?
Right.
It's like a classic crossroads.
It is.
But what I thought was really inspiring was
Oh.
Fatima's response.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't try to hold him back or anything.
Wow.
She actually encourages him
She does.
to pursue his, personal legend.
That's amazing.
It really is.
It kind of challenges that whole conventional idea of love as,
Yeah.
possession or something that limits us.
Right.
Fatima, she's different. Her love is rooted in understanding
Yeah.
and belief in the other person's journey.
It's a powerful message for the listener
It is.
to think about how love can empower us
Yeah.
rather than restrict us.
Instead of holding you back, it pushes you forward.
Exactly.
It makes you think about like all your relationships
It does.
and how they play into achieving your goals.
Right. Like, ideally, the
Yeah.
people you love should be supporting your dreams.
Right. Even if it means,
Yeah.
temporary separation or change.
Or like, just being there for you.
Exactly.
Great.
Yeah. And that support. It can come from unexpected sources too.
Oh, interesting.
Which leads us to
Okay.
the Alchemist.
Oh, yeah, the
That's
algorithm.
mysterious figure. He kind of emerges as a guide,
Okay.
but his teachings,
Yeah.
they're not about easy answers.
Oh, so he's not just giving him like a
Right.
step-by-step plan.
No, not at all.
Okay.
He pushes the shepherd to trust his intuition
Okay.
and tap into what he calls the language of the world.
Language of the world, what's that?
Those like signs and omens that are all around us.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, like those subtle cues, almost like whispers from the universe that we often miss
We do.
if we're not like paying attention.
It reminds me of those times when you just have a gut feeling about something.
Yeah,
You can't explain it logically. Have you ever experienced that?
all the time.
Like, you just know something is right or wrong,
Yeah.
even without like concrete evidence.
It's like a deeper knowing.
Exactly.
And that's what the alchemist is trying to awaken in the shepherd.
That makes sense.
It's about moving beyond just the intellect
Okay.
and connecting with a deeper wisdom.
I like that.
One of the best examples is when
Okay.
they're confronted by the tribesmen. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
When the alchemist just like transforms himself.
Into the wind.
Yes. To escape.
Oh, yeah. I get chills just thinking about that.
It's such a powerful scene.
Isn't it? It's so symbolic.
It is. Like it's reminding us that there's just so much more to reality
Right.
and what we can,
See and touch.
It
It really stretches our perception of what's possible.
doesn't it?
Like, what are we even capable of?
It hints at the power within each of us
Yeah.
if we can only learn to access it.
So the alchemist is demonstrating that
Yeah.
when we align with our personal legends, we can tap into something bigger than ourselves.
Exactly. A force greater than ourselves.
It makes you wonder, like, what impossible dream
Right.
we manifest if we,
Yeah.
just dared to listen to our heart
Listen to your heart and trust the journey.
and trust the journey. Yeah,
That's the ultimate question, isn't it?
it is.
And then the shepherd arrives at the pyramids.
He does.
That really drives this point home.
How so?
Well, he's finally reached his destination.
Right.
The place where he believed his treasure was.
Right.
And, well, that's where the story takes an unexpected turn.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
He digs and digs,
Dig.
but there's nothing there.
Nothing.
Talk about a letdown.
Can you imagine the frustration,
I mean,
the confusion?
it's a brilliant twist, though,
It is. Why?
because it underscores that the real treasure
Yeah.
was in the journey itself.
Okay.
The experiences, the lessons,
Yeah.
the connections he made along the way.
Those are the true riches.
Exactly. And get this.
What?
The treasure was back in Spain the whole time,
No way.
buried under the sycamore tree,
Get out of here.
where he first had the dream.
So he went on this epic adventure
He did.
just to realize that what he really valued
Yeah.
was right in his own backyard.
It's like a metaphor,
For what?
for how we search for fulfillment in external things.
Yeah.
Places, achievements.
Yeah.
When the true source of happiness
Right.
and meaning is often closer than we think.
It's like we have to go on this journey
Sometimes we do.
to realize what we truly cherish.
Exactly.
It's like he had to lose it all,
Yeah.
Face all those challenges.
Right.
Travel thousands of miles just to come full circle
It's wild.
and appreciate what he already had,
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like we need to step outside our familiar lives sometimes.
to gain a fresh perspective.
Yeah, because see what truly matters.
Okay, so after this whirlwind adventure, like, what does it all mean for us?
That's the big question.
What can we, take away from this shepherd's journey?
Well, I think it's a call to action.
A call to action, okay.
An invitation to listen to our hearts,
Yeah,
recognize the signs and opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
the things that are all around us,
right.
and to never give up on our personal legends.
No matter what they are.
Exactly, whatever they may be.
So it's about having the courage, right?
It is.
To take that first step,
Even if it's scary.
even if it means leaving behind the comfort of the familiar.
Right, that comfort zone.
Yeah. And to trust that the journey, with all its twists and turns,
Yeah, all the ups and downs.
will lead us exactly where we need to be.
You got it.
And the treasure, well, it's not always like a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
No, not always.
It's the wisdom we gain along the way,
The connections we make.
the growth we experience.
That's a journey itself.
The Alchemist reminds us that the journey is the real treasure.
Such a powerful message.
And that's something worth reflecting on.
It is.
So what treasure are you seeking?
Yeah, what are you looking for?
And what lessons are you learning on your own path?
Think about it.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into The Alchemist.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope it sparked some new insights for you
And maybe even a little inspiration.
and inspired you to keep following your own personal legend.
Don't give up on your dreams.
Until next time.